40 years ago, I said that there would come a time when a female, a black female, two black females, probably riding in a squad car. That was back when they had two to a car. Mm-hmm. So I had that kind of frame of mind at that time when I was describing a possible scenario. Two black females, both of them mothers, sitting in a car, and they are having a quote-unquote so-called lesbian relationship, and they are quite happy with their jobs and all like that, and they are law enforcement officers, two black females. I laid out that possible scenario about 40 years ago, riding around at 3 o'clock in the morning. They get a call, and the call is a familiar call because the street is familiar to them. So they race to this address, and sure enough, it's the address of one of the black females in the car. And who is she going to be arresting? Her son. And I'm quite sure a lot of that has happened already. Now, I said this about 40 years ago, but what is happening is little by little, they're putting all of the black males in jail. They are making law enforcement officers and soldiers out of the black females. Now, when you take the black females and have them get into a lesbian relationship, so-called, then you put them into the military, and then you send them all over the world, and since they are right there with each other, they never go AWL, meaning absent without leave. They don't want to go anywhere else. They're right there on the ship together, on the submarine together, or wherever, and they're quite happy because they're with each other. And so they will die with each other on the battlefront, riding around in one of those vehicles and whatnot, and the bomb goes off under the vehicle, so they really stick by each other. Why? Because they are into each other. See, that's their whole world. And the black males have turned out to be shiftless and no good and unworthy of marriage, and many of them are trying to become females anyway. So the females just look at that and say, well, since the fella that I was fixing to get hooked up with, he's in the fellas, so he's not really interested in me. So I'll just get my girlfriend from school, and we'll hook up, and she can be the male, and I'll be the female, and we'll have a much better arrangement because we get along better anyway. Black males have just turned into a bunch of garbage, and they just got a mind full of garbage, and they're just going to make your life a bunch of garbage and whatnot. Plus, they believe in being violent and all like that, and they're shiftless, they're lazy, they won't work, they own drugs and all like that. They're just a bunch of problems. So we might as well just hook up with each other, join the army, anywhere, foreign legion, whatever, and go off and fight on the battlefront and get all our benefits and whatnot and live our lives.